Shea Pepler here inside our Campus Insider studios, and with Selection Sunday in the books, let's welcome in the head coach of the 11th seeded Dayton Flyers, Archie Miller. And Coach, you draw the Ohio State Buckeyes in the first round. How personal is this game for your players, particularly Jordan Seibert, who used to play for the Buckeyes?
Well, it'll be a lot of outside media attention, and there'll be a lot that goes into the hype just because Ohio State is just such a monster. And when you're in the state of Ohio, you deal with it all the time. And, you know, being who we are, obviously we're very excited to be in the tournament, and our players will be motivated. And a guy like Jordan, obviously being there at one point in time, will appreciate it. And I think he'll play, and he'll want to play well. He'll want to play with a chip on his shoulder. But at the end of the day, you know, it's really about our players versus their players on a given day.
Coach, your team should not be overlooked. Before the A-10 tournament, the Flyers won 9 of their last 10 games. What do you credit most with the surge of the second half of the season?
Well, I think we got good guys. We have good character guys. And I think when you go through college basketball season, you're going to deal with some lows. And we hit our stretch there in January where we weren't very good. And I give our guys a lot of credit. You know, our older kids, our seniors in particular, just continued to come around. And we had a great February and March, and to be honest with you, we were excited to be around one another every day, and I knew that that could lead to something good. And I think just overall on offense and defense, we played with greater purpose. And our guys had great togetherness, and I think that's why we got to the end of the season the way we did.
Coach, you know quite a bit about Ohio State being a one-time assistant. How would you give a scouting report on the Buckeyes?
Well, I don't know their personnel as well as I once did, but Thad's teams always do a couple things that will never go away. One, they're always incredible on defense. They never beat themselves. They don't foul. And on offense, they very rarely turn the ball over, whether they're either a very good shooting team or they're not. They always take care of the ball, which means you're going to have to end up beating them. They're never going to beat themselves. And just be able to follow those guys and know them just from knowing Thad a little bit. You know, Aaron Kraft, obviously, he's one of Ohio State's all-time greats. And watching them play here of late, I think LaQuinton Ross has really stepped up from a scoring perspective. But we know we have a work cut out for them. They're a veteran group. They have a lot of guys that have won maybe as many games as any class that's probably come through there in a long time, which is probably usually one of Thad's keys is some of those older guys have been through the battles.
Coach, we all know you come from a basketball family. Brother Sean, the head coach at Arizona, what sage family advice did your parents give you that you'll now pass along to your players this week?
I don't know. I wasn't one of those guys that listened a whole lot, you know, so I probably just tell our players to kind of do what they've been doing and don't pay any mind to me. But I think going into big moments like this, you got to feel proud about what you've done, but at the same time be who you are, which is kind of be the team we've been here through the course of 3-4 months straight, which is, you know, be yourself, be humble, you know, be great tomorrow when you go to practice, have a spirit about you at the end of the day, care about one another, and, you know, play to win. That's the biggest thing. I think when you're in these situations, don't worry about anything on the outside. Just go do what you do and play to win. You know, be aggressive, and that's what we're going to try to do.
All right, head coach Archie Miller, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.